Alright everybody, welcome back here to another episode this week. Again, we are back in a little bit of Hell Let Loose, and we're going to try to do a little bit better this time, try to see if we can have some more of the close encounter maps. So I'm loading me and my friend here into one of these games. I'm going to try to pick one with a little less queue. Oh, we're getting right in, so this will be good. But yeah, thanks for joining us this week. So I guess we're going to get into the Germany side here. We're going to go ahead and pick one of these. So this is basically the menu you start in. If you load in, there's different squads you can join, and then different, obviously, your roles. So if there's a 1 already next to it, out of 1 you can't take it. But here, I like being the engineer. It has the anti-tank role, and it has an automatic gun. So yeah, so this is looks like it's a conquest map, but it looks like right now the middle sector is what everybody's fighting for. So kind of enjoying it here in the beginning. These matches usually has about an hour and a half on them, so about 18 minutes after it started. But yeah, so here we go. Obviously, we're loading right in. A lot more people in this game than the last time we were out. So, but yeah. So, just looking at this, definitely, obviously, a lot more going on here. Definitely in the thick of things. And that is a typical Hell Let Loose spawn and die right there. You spawn right away and die within a couple seconds. Unfortunately, on these maps we're in the city towns, especially with artillery, that happens a lot. You don't even get to see anybody. So obviously, we're going to give it another try. Not sure what I was doing with the shovel there, but obviously getting some kills came out along there. This is being occupied by both teams right now. There's a guy down here I'm shooting at. Unfortunately, he was able to get me, but no, there's medics, but unfortunately there wasn't one close by. So again, another death there, but loading back into the same spot. Right now we have a spawn point right here. So as you can see there, it says strong point. We have the advantage right now. We have 3 bars and 2, so that we have about 3 times the amount. See a tank there that is not a friendly tank. You don't see it on the map, so it's definitely not ours. So I thought at this point, hey, I'm gonna try to we're gonna, I marked it, but so I'm not the squad lead. The dirty Krot is the squad lead, and unfortunately, as soon as I looked around the corner to see, got headshot. Loading back in again, same spot. So I was thinking about going after that tank now. See, I was able to, I'm going to throw some smoke. Then I wanted to see about trying to go get it. I'm pretty sure is what my plan was here. There it is, just sitting right in front of us. And, yeah, I mean, so obviously there I go. I went ahead and grabbed it, but unfortunately, as soon as I get out here, I trying to put it on, and boom, my teammate shot a rocket at it, and I was too close, and I got exploded. So just the name of the game here in these big battles and tanks and stuff. So this one again, I'm trying to throw a little more smoke, maybe to give me some cover from the right-hand side where those guys were coming from the last time. So maybe I can get up to that tank. Got the satchel planted there. backing up, and I got killed by my teammate again. Of course. But that's okay, you know. Load back in again. It's not like one of the battle royales. Hell Let Loose is, you know, kind of like, I'm not gonna say Call of Duty, but it's, you know, you spawn in a certain location and then you come back. But since this is a lot of close quarter stuff, I'm not really skipping ahead because we're in an area where there is a lot of enemies. So I'm trying to go back this way to try to get ahead of the tank, maybe. Fortunately, I'm starting to get surrounded there. I was trying to mark for our team where the enemies were coming from. At this point, I'm waiting around. You see these two medics are real close. This guy right here is within a meter of me, 2 meters, 4 meters. And all of a sudden, I'm like, are you going to get me? And he's dead. So obviously that guy's not going to get me. But I figured I'd wait another minute or so, see if this other guy back here is getting close enough to maybe come get me. He is getting closer. So, you know, I'd rather not have to run back over here if I don't have to. So I waited, but now he died. So just time to give on up. So, but for some reason it said I got killed by my teammate. So I'm not sure how that happened. Spawned right into artillery, killing us. Now we're gonna do a little bit of run. We're gonna try to get behind these guys that we saw a minute ago. Unfortunately, as soon as I get to that location, we're already under fire here, and there's a guy right away. I think I got him. I don't know what button I keep hitting that pulls out the shovel for no reason, because it is annoying. But there's that guy. Unfortunately, we never reloaded, so now we're out of bullets. I'm trying to reload, and that was just pure suck. You know, unfortunately, I just should have pulled out the pistol or something, and I just panicked and tried to run away. So, but now, obviously, these guys are encroaching on our spawn. There's a guy right there. Now we're shooting rockets from inside of our base, outside, or our spawn point, that is. So yeah, it's getting pretty crazy right in this certain area here. So. Right now, I keep seeing this guy. He was peeking his head up over there, so I'm trying to see if I could see him. I'm trying to talk to my teammate as well. Tell him, hey, they're coming. I saw him right there. So the guys in green are on my squad. So as soon as he went out, he lost his head. So I was trying to tell him, you know, exactly where they were, but they were over to this way. But now, of course, as soon as I look, now they're gone. I think I see him through this greenhouse here. And start shooting. I didn't get a headshot, but trying to at least get some suppressing fire, at least try to get somebody to get up there and get them. So watch a little bit of gameplay here for a second. And it happened. Another death right there. Spawn right back in the area, though. We're trying to hold this. Obviously, it looks like there's a guy up in that window now marking for my squad, letting them know. Hopefully our team lead's marking it as well for the other guys right there. But obviously, we're taking a bunch of fire here. We're still defending good, but now I'm getting shot from behind. I'm not sure if that was my teammate or not. That's why I kind of look back there to see. I'm bandaging myself up. I could have just stood in front of him. There is friendly fire on, so obviously I've been killed several times by teammates. But I thought maybe he was jumping up from that wall again like we were looking at earlier, but I didn't see anything. So at this point, they have more people in this sector, so we're starting to lose this, as you can see on the top there. And that guy just killed me from that top of that building again that I marked a minute ago. I thought he was dead, but fortunately not so much. And now we are in the bad part. As soon as we spawn, we're dying at that location. So I decided, all right, I'm going to spawn outside. Our teammate was able to put us down a spawn point. So now I'm out on the street, kind of right around the same area. Just, you could see the same courtyard here. I just was able to move outside of that because I kept dying. So unfortunately, they just you heard them shoot. You heard that thing there. That guy took out our spawn point because it was right behind that truck. As soon as you get close to it, if you're the enemy, it goes away. So there's a tank right in front of us. I'm marking it, kind of letting trying to get our guys to know again. Moving up, I'm going to try to satchel it. Obviously, I'm trying to get it out. And fortunately, there was a guy standing right there. I did not see him, and he took my head off. So anyway, now we are forced. They captured that sector, so we're going to take a long run down this way. Planting some mines along the way just in case, so when they start advancing this way, that maybe that'll blow them up. But I'm going to get a little closer up here. Didn't want to bore you with a long... Like sometimes they call this the running simulator game as well. So I thought I saw somebody right there, so I marked it. My teammate's over there just to the left, so I'm throwing a little smoke to see if there is a guy right there. Maybe he'll do some react or run out in the street. Pop a little smoke, trying to take another look. Get across the street here, see if I can see anything. He's right there as well, just coming from the other intersection. Obviously that guy sees me. I didn't really see him, but I just started throwing some suppressive fire down there, hoping that be able to get him. I was, just kind of trying to sneak around there, honestly. I was trying to hear anything. That's why I was kind of like not saying much there. I just wanted to see if you guys heard anything. I thought he had gone away. My teammate said he never saw him. But now we're spawned right back kind of where we were. Our squad lead right there. There's a guy in that window, but our squad lead put down a spawn. So, whoa, big rocket just came from the other team down the road there. So. But yeah, I obviously jumped over this a minute ago, so back in the same location. Obviously, we know there's guys here. The guy right in front of me. Just another bad, I thought my teammate was there a minute ago, so I guess I was just being complacent. And, yep, but he got me, so. Anyway, back in the same spot. Shooting again. This time our tank is here with us, so that definitely helps out, so. I'm going to come back around to the same area. They're still throwing grenades over here. Got to heal up real quick. The couple things that you do have 2 heals in this game when you spawn. So you don't have any armor or anything, but you do have, a heal. So more of a bandage. But obviously we got that guy coming around the corner, thankfully. Me and the teammate here. There's another guy, and I think I got killed by a grenade, to be honest, because it blew up right around my feet, and then, he started shooting, but I think I died from that, so. So, we're spawning in a different area now. Unfortunately, our spawn point was taken out. You can see where some tanks or something shooting over here. I think it's probably artillery. But, I'm going to take a quick jog over this way. Keep looking at the map just to see where I'm at. Obviously, artillery's hitting down there, but I guess I don't notice that at the point. Or I should have, because obviously it just hit right there, right? I think what's going to happen here in a second is, yeah. I don't know what I was doing. But you got to pay attention to that. So, obviously I could see it here. But we spawned right into a big firefight here. Our squad mate put down a spawn, and we were right into it as soon as we spawned there. But able to get that guy that got our guy. So that's our squad lead there, unfortunately on the ground. But no no medics around, so we're just going to try to do our best. We're going to try to take back this sector. So, fortunately, there wasn't really too many people around. But it says I couldn't find anybody. Until I get up here in this house, I didn't see anybody, so I just moved it ahead a little bit. Just let you watch in here for a sec. So unfortunately, when I was trying to get the guy that was closest to me first there in the courtyard, because I figured if he heard me shoot, he was going to come inside. So I couldn't get him first, so I got the long guy. Another, typical hell let loose spawn and died. Now we're pretty far away again, so we're just going to have a nice little jog. But yeah, I was trying to really get that one guy in the beginning there, and then I heard them downstairs. So I was trying to wait. I probably should have just waited up there for them, but now when I fast forwarded that and when I was just talking, I thought I heard somebody, and that's why I looked to the left, but I didn't see anybody, and I didn't hear him again. I assumed he was hiding behind something there, like a car. So we're gonna go back over the same way, same little jog. And I don't know what he was hiding behind, but as soon as I got close to where I was, you're going to see me start like looking around here. And now I'm like, all right, he had to be over here. Well, I didn't see him. And, well, there he is. So he was just still lurking in the same spot. Luckily for us, we got him back. But, yep. So, obviously, they're definitely getting us right now. Definitely taking some heavy fire. Unfortunately, again, with us having the close range, SMG, it's a little harder to get some of those guys. A lot of guys like the M1 Grands or something like that, but I like preferring to be the engineer and trying to get the tanks. So, anyway, yep. So now we've unfortunately lost all our spawns up there. I'm having some tough time driving this truck, but I'm trying to get back up to that point so we can recapture that sector. So I also was dropping some supplies along the way because we had lost all of our supply points. So unfortunately I'm not a squad lead, but I obviously drove right into the artillery of our own team there, and it blew me up. It's okay though. And then of course, as soon as I spawn here, there's a bombing run coming right at me. And that guy, so obviously we're getting overrun pretty much everywhere. I'm not sure what I was doing there. Oh, there he is. I should have just waited another second. I should have known he was coming back. But again, live and you learn. So I think we're going to get pushed back here a little bit further from what I remember. Let's take a look. So yeah, so real quick, as you can see, we're back in the final sector again. But this is our spawn point. So as soon as I spawned, I marked it for our team and said, hey, they're right in front of us. Obviously you can see us talking, but they're just throwing grenades. They know that we're there. They might have a spawn point over there. So unfortunately, now we are in a different location. Actually, I think we're in the same location. That guy had a flamethrower. So luckily I died by the grenade first and not the flamethrower, but now we're definitely in a further back position. So I'm helping, as an engineer as well, you can help build stuff. So I was just helping them get that put up there. It's like a blockade or, an area to cover. So, but now I'm running up because I'm trying to, obviously the name of the game is to get to the sector so we don't lose it. You don't spawn right in the capture point, so that, you have to run up to a certain point to, get to the area. Otherwise, nobody would ever, win if everybody's spawning there. But fortunately, again, ran up a little too far. So this game, you got to be a little more strategic. So it's not your run like Call of Duty. You can just run until you start getting shot, then slide or whatever, and get out of it and kill the guy. Unfortunately, a lot of it is being tactical, and not so much like you have to sit in a bush or anything, but snipers, you are gonna have to say camp. But and here, I was like, oh, I can make this water. Nope, drowning, and unfortunately, I do not make it across. I'm not sure again what I was trying there, but I was trying to get across because the bridge was getting taken over, and I just thought maybe I could get across, but clearly that did not work out for us. So back at a different spawn point here, I am attempting to go over this way. Now, in the distance there, I just saw a tank shoot. So now I'm an engineer. I'm looking for it. I'm trying to find it. I'm like, hey, that's kind of hitting fire on our guys. So at this point, I said, hey, told my teammate, hey, there's a tank over there. I don't know if you want to mark it, but I'm going to go for it. Right away, somebody saw me. I don't know if it was the tank operator or somebody over there, but they got me. And but I was determined. I'm like, nope, I'm going to get that tank. I guess I'll go a different way. So, but I died right away again. So see, it's just, now I'm like, hey, let me get in this. But unfortunately, when you get in those, unless you are a tank squad, you can't drive them. So you only can drive those things. And of course, as soon as I get out of that, I'm getting shot already. But I was able to make it into this ditch. Now I'm getting closer back to where the tank was. I went way further to the right. I'm sorry, the bottom than I was before. So I was just trying to take a second here, figure out where I was talking to the guys. The guys were trying to tell me where the tank was, and so at this point, I know I'm getting close to it. I know it's kind of straight ahead of me, but then I see this guy, this blueberry. They call them blueberries. They're like, a single guy up there. I don't know what he's doing, because at this point, if he was an engineer, he would have satcheled that tank and it would have been over. So I'm just trying to, ease up here so nobody sees me. Although this guy, I can't, Johnny, he is up there. I don't know what he's doing, playing chicken with the tank. I have no idea, but obviously they're going to find out that he is there at some point. If you're a tank and you just have that going around, you think you're going to satchel. Well, at this point, they can't spin quick enough to shoot me. So I'm trying to get up here to satchel this, and one of my satchels will knock it out. So, of course, as soon as I get here, though, I'm starting to put the time satchel on it. It starts moving, right at the last second. Now, of course, this guy was the one that was, making them see. So now he sees me, and unfortunately, he just clips me right there, or something else got me, but I was so pissed. I was trying to get this is the third time I've run over there to try to get him. And, of course, that one guy, if that one guy just wasn't there, we'd have been fine. We'd have been able to sneak up right behind him, plant the satchel. He wouldn't have known we were there at all. But I'm trying to go over here again to get to it. Unfortunately, you saw up on the top there briefly, the enemy is capturing the last sector. So we are not doing very good. They have currently 4 of the 5 sectors. If they get this last one, it's over. So, but yeah, so now we're kind of trying to get up there as quick as we can. And I think that tank died. I'm not sure if this is the tank right here. It may have been, but then I just got killed from the left by somebody I had no idea where it was. So I didn't see the tank anymore. Fortunately, I just kept running again. Bad idea. But so again, just trying to get back to the fighting area. A lot of this is just running. and running and running, especially when you don't have a spawn somewhere. I said I was going to try to sneak around and get back to the second point to try to put some pressure on them there so that maybe we could get it back, and then we try to get to the middle sector as quick as possible because we only had 20 minutes left at this point. So I'm able to get pretty close up here, and the strong point's only about another 100 yards away. So I'm going to get in this house right here, see if I can... obviously, somebody's shooting at somebody, and I realize it's my teammate, so I'm going to get up here. I'll let you listen in for a second, and without me blabbering. And, yeah, we're just going to try to take this point. Obviously, we're in enemy territory, but it's 1-3 right now. I promise there was a guy behind that fence. Same thing as earlier. This time I heard him come in, but I decided I was going to stay inside. I was going to set up a personnel mine here, if I can, over here by the stairs, but unfortunately the other guy that was in there threw a grenade up there and got me. So, again, typical Hell Let Loose spawn. Get in and bing, your head's gone. So, unfortunately, spawning sometimes on the hot locations just doesn't work. So, again, I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go back to where we were. We were in that sector. It was from 3-1 down to 2-1. So, we had killed a couple guys. At this point, there's only 18 minutes left. If we're going to win, we need to capture this as quick as possible. My friend is spawning behind me. I told him, hey, we got to go. This is pretty much it. I'm just running up here as fast as I can. We need to get in the capture area, so we're doing a bit of running here, more running simulator, Hell Let Loose, and we're getting a little closer. I know the map kind of pops up. You can't really see where I'm at, but now we're really in a tough spot because we're losing our final sector at the same time. Defeat is near. Now we're back to the same spot we were before. That was the house we were straight in, just to the left. So, we're at the strong point. It's only 1-1 now, so we can take this if we get a couple more guys here, or kill a couple guys. Obviously, I think they're still in this house where they killed me. You can hear there, I could hear that guy, so I was just trying to let you listen and hear the footsteps a little bit. But we are actually capturing this now, but we got to get it quicker than they capture ours. So we got to try to keep as many of them down as possible. I'm looking in that other house. So we are capturing, and I guess we had a teammate above us. I didn't even know, but we're not capturing quick enough because the other sector we're losing. My teammate marked over here, so I'm looking to see if we can see anybody. Defeat is near, unfortunately. It does keep saying, and unfortunately, unless we are able to get that here in a second, it's going to be game over. So. But we still do have a chance. We are capturing this. We just need a couple of guys to take that other point back. And we're winning this 2-1 here at this capture point. But unless somehow quickly they get there, unfortunately, it's probably the end of this game. But my teammate said there's a bunch of them coming down the road right now. I haven't been able to see them. I'm looking there. Unfortunately, there's not many of our teammates in the final sector, so even though we almost captured this one, we're going to lose it by maybe 10 seconds or less. And unfortunately, that is going to be the end. But, you know, guys, I appreciate you guys all coming again here for another week with me on Hell Let Loose. It's been fun. We had some different people join in, make some comments, so probably be back on Minecraft next week. But if anybody's interested in me doing this more, just let me know. And appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you can. And we will hopefully see you guys soon on the next one.